I'm very fortunate to make a living in the fly fishing world and illustrating books and writing books. I also teach casting and do a lot of seminars. One day I was at the Bass Pro Shop doing a seminar, and I had a crowd much larger than this one, but a guy walks up with a 15-foot rod, hands it to me in front of everybody and says, "Can you show me what to do with this?" I've read a few books and seen a couple of videos, so I thought I probably could. And I failed miserably. I swore on that day that I was going to learn this. What I didn't know was it was going to be a very useful thing to learn. So about a year later, a guy named Leslie Holmes called me on the phone. He has a very heavy Irish brogue, calling from Ireland. He was coming to Fort Myers to do some fishing, and through the Federation, he got a hold of me. And when he got there, I'd asked him a little bit about spey casting, and I showed him what I knew. I was kind of proud of what I learned in that time. Come to find out, I knew absolutely nothing about it once again. So starting all over again, I was really fortunate to spend about 10 days or 2 weeks with Leslie, and it turns out he's one of Ireland's finest teachers, and both single-handed and double-handed. So anyhow, the spey rod is this right here. You notice it's very long. It was started in Scotland, allegedly in the River Spey, where the rivers are very wide and deep, and the banks are very steep. So a back cast wasn't really possible. So sort of like probably most of you do a roll cast. Well, it wasn't really getting far enough. So the rods got longer, and the lines got heavier. In fact, the most confusing thing that you're going to find about spey fishing, spey casting, switch rods, is the line selection. The rod changes personality with each rod, or with each line. It's sort of like traffic flow in Orlando. It's like on some level it makes sense, but I haven't quite figured it out. These lines were all put together by people who cut and slice things together, and that sort of formed these spey lines. So when you go to you had asked about the weight. It's not really that simple. There's short spey, mid spays, long spays, there's Skagit lines, and I don't claim to be an expert on that. What I do claim is to be able to use this equipment effectively in Florida. So I'm going to start out with a couple of spey casts and sort of show you what that is. I promised I wouldn't get wet for less than 5 people, but we got it. So here we go. The thing about spey casting is you really do have to get wet to make a true spey cast. Actually, a true spey cast means change of direction, and that was used to cast the line cross stream, drift downstream, pick up, and we'll pretend this is downstream. It would be like so, position back upstream, let it drift. They didn't do a lot of stripping like we do traditionally with the kinds of fishing we fish for in Florida. And so we don't fish a lot of rivers, but that's basically what that was. A couple of things, anything you read about spey casting, it's going to involve 3 things. Line stick, which is the line that's on the water. A D-loop, which is the line that forms beyond the rod tip. Since we don't have a back cast, we still have to load the rod. We still have to